I mean, you could just say Tix instead of TradingTix.
Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey, everyone. This is Tom Hartman from Price Action Live. That's right. Price Action Live is back. It's Thanksgiving week, but we're here for the beginning of the week to give you guys the good news. And what's the good news? Stock market's up 1,000 points on the MNQ over the last 2 days. So welcome to Price Action Live. It's November 25th, 2025. I'm here with a legend in the making, Mike Christensen, co-founder and CSO of TradersPost. We're joined today by TradingTix, a TradersPost user just like you, who is gracing us with his presence. Thank you so much for coming. So up to 4 days a week at Price Action Live, we trade in front of you using the advanced trade execution engine known as TradersPost, the epic software that upgrades your trading. So whether trading stocks, futures, options, or crypto, TradersPost has got you covered. Today's stream is brought to you by Blusky, the best-in-class prop firm that offers same-day activation, daily payouts, and no max restrictions. Visit blusky.pro and sign up for your first prop firm account today and trade futures like never before. Guys, the market's going to be opening up in about 2 minutes, but before we do, I always like to get from Mike the levels that you're looking for, your S1, your R1, to see where things can bounce. I don't feel like a trade without it.
For sure.
What do you see there, Mike?
Yeah, let's get that set up here. So are we sharing my screen or yours?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So we always start from the daily, of course. It looks like we actually found the other side of this regression trend on the daily, which I find pretty interesting because that could put us in a point where we are up against some resistance. And unless we break out above some of these, so this level on the regression trend and above this short-term moving average, I think there could be some resistance today. So I want to take a look at it because looking at the 2-hour chart, we're kind of right in between S1 and R1, a little bit closer to S1. So it is very likely that the trend continues upward, but we may have to pull back and revisit 664 before we head back up to above 25. So it looks like the market responded to the psychological $25,000 level and is now starting to pull back a bit. So I would expect a little bit of an attempt at filling some of the gap this morning. We're just now opening up with a gap down of roughly 32 basis points. It's not a huge gap. Some of this might fill, but it's looking a little bearish right here at the open. We'll give it a few minutes before we take a trade.
Yeah, I'm looking at here. I would expect to pull back to 24.7 or so. The low end for today for me would be 24,255, and the high end would be 25,383. The issue is the options market. So we'll talk about that in a second. But I'm very curious to know, first of all, Dylan, what asset do you trade normally?
I usually trade NQ and gold. If I find something on NQ, I try to jump over to gold and see if I find something there. Sometimes NQ,
right? Are you seeing any? Right. Are you seeing any levels here on NQ or gold that you're like taking a look at, or do you let price action guide you?
Gold, I just use the IB, either high or low. Before I got of those on deck, I actually just mark out session highs, session lows, Asia, London, and wait for reaction at those levels. I mean, it's simple. That's all it is.
And awesome. That's what you got to do. Keep it simple.
Hey, Ventura Trader, thank you so much for being here. What's up? And Christopher Lathan, the legend, TradingTix. Yes. All right. Well, we have the market open now, so we're having a pullback into the open. But as Mike and I have learned, we like to wait a few candles before we get in. I mean, normally I would already be in, but I had such a bad trading day last Friday that I'm sort of like hands off. I'm doing eval accounts only and setting up my automated systems because I just went full tilt. I had gone green for so many days in a row, and I just thought to myself, who needs a lockout feature? Who needs guide rails? And I just went completely full bore, which is very, very stupid. I increased my position size and increased my trading and didn't follow any of my rules. So it was absolutely completely crazy. I've learned this lesson, Mike. This is what I was telling you before the stream. I need I need indicators on my screen to let me know when there's certain areas that I don't want to be trading in.
Sure.
I know we've had a number of guests on the show who are like, all I use is VWAP and I pay attention to price action. But unless I have something there that says, hey, Tom, this thing that you saw last time completely screwed you, this hurdle, this roadblock, don't do this, I won't listen. I'll just continue trading it. So ironically for me, my answer is always more indicators. But, I'm a hammer and everything looks like a nail. What solutions do you guys come up with in order to try to protect yourself from yourself?
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm trying to implement more lockout features. I have a new system I'm using to send trades off to TradersPost. So that one specifically looks at my rolling expectancy of trades and whether I'm trading around my rules automatically. And if I start trying to send signals that violate my own rules, then it will start rejecting those signals to keep me from trading.
What about you, Dylan? You ever go full tilt and you're like, oh my God, what a huge mistake I just made?
I go full tilt and blow up and then sit there and wonder, like, what did I just do? Like,
yeah,
there's times that I just go off the rails and I don't know, for some reason I just can't stop myself. But lately I've been doing a lot better at that, where I actually try to follow my rules instead of just breaking them. But, it's a hit or miss with these things sometimes.
That's right.
Yep. And of
most
course,
triggers.
Nick in the comments here, slow down and don't be greedy. Of course, that is the play. And some days willpower doesn't seem to be enough. You got to implement some systems sometimes.
The the funny thing is that, like, what will happen is that I know I'm supposed to slow down. I know I'm not supposed to be greedy, but like I have work to do. So I'm like, let me just put on the trade and then get back to what I need to be doing. And then I'll hear later on order filled and I'm like down hundreds of dollars because of it. So it's sort of like
distracted trading is definitely something I'm trying not to do as well. It's another no-no.
On Sunday night, when the futures open, I'll be like, hey, now I'll have time. I'll just focus for the next few hours doing it. And then I'll also go full tilt there. And I'll lose more because now I'm like, well, now I'm paying attention. I could get in, I could get out. And I'm just like, I really need to take the message of TradersPost more to heart and really set up these semi-discretionary systems that protect me against myself. I love the idea, and this is what I did this weekend. I set up a system that sends exit signals only, and so when certain setups happen, it'll just exit whatever trade I'm in, even if I'm trying to be in it, and I'll forget that it's on. And so I'll be in a trade, and it'll exit the trade, and I won't have lost anything. I'm like, what happened? Well, past Tom told you don't want to be here. That's so even more than the lockout, I just force exit trades to occur.
So a few comments here. Benjamin Blue says, Tom, maybe you need a strat that happens less often. That could be lots of spaced out trades. Stop losses, daily loss limits. I know for me, I have the manually implemented daily loss limits in place, which are usually much lower than what the provider sets. And automated lockouts is now a feature I've implemented. Benjamin Blue also says, my heart rate is up. That's a sign. That's something we actually want to monitor for and start creating some rules around as well internally at TradersPost. At some point we should be able to connect biometrics to our system. You can send along your heart rate with your trades and couple that data along in. But all good feedback here. I think we all know that what you have to do is make sure that present you, who is thinking from a place of control, is looking out for future you, who is likely not going to be in a perfect place of control, and try to implement a system that's going to make it impossible for you to trade against your rules.
Right.
That's easier said than done.
Also,
yeah, exactly. And we're working on some of those features on TradersPost. We want to make it easier for people to think about their future selves.
One of the things I like is that I like looking at completely different instruments to trade. So I've been spoiled here for intraday trading because I normally trade Bitcoin futures. And what's great is that I have a strategy there that works about 77% of the time and has like a profit factor of like 3 to 4. But it's a trade I could only take once per week. And so there's no such thing as over trading. I can never get into that state. It just, either the trade works or it doesn't work. But Polymarket has been my saving grace here. So I just want to bring up something here. So on Polymarket, you remember, Mike, we've been talking about over the last couple of weeks how the odds for a cut went from very high. It was like a 92% odds that the Fed would cut in December.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the Powell came out in the last meeting, said, hey, by the way, maybe we don't cut in December. It dropped precipitously to, let's say, it went even as far as 22%. And then now the odds are back to 82% chance of a cut.
Yep. That has been a wild ride, by the way. Just looking at the historical trend for the next Fed meeting here, watching this drop from, well, it was at 70%, and then all of a sudden it had dropped down to 15%. Yeah. But now the current expectation for December is actually what does that put us at? 375. Yeah, it's at an 85% chance of a 25 basis point cut.
That's right. And so that's I call that free money. On Polymarket, that's free money. When the Fed is in a rate cutting cycle and they ever go like, hey, maybe we don't cut, the Fed never doesn't cut if like the market is pricing it in. And because it was such a volatile swing and because of the drawdown we had in the markets, they can't come out and say they're not going to cut. The markets would fall even further. So I know it's like a nonsense thing. And that's basically, you could have made 60% on whatever money you put on that Polymarket bet, or if you're trading bonds, or if you're on SOFR futures. So I love looking for trades like that to me are like home run trades, just completely mispriced. And of course the Fed is going to cut, or the probability that the Fed cuts isn't 15%. Come on, like that doesn't make any sense. It should be much higher than that.
Yeah.
And that was a great trade.
Well, interesting open so far. We're several minutes in, and it looks like it's just kind of chopping around its entry point. Can't really seem to get a full candle close above or below VWAP yet. Has anybody else taken any trades this morning?
No. So on Spot Gamma, they were explaining how the put buyers have basically gone. Right, we're still in a negative gamma regime, which is to say, when we're in a negative gamma regime, it means that whatever direction the market moves in, the market makers have to support that direction by adding to it. So if it goes up, it's going to go up more. If it goes down, it has to go down more, which increases volatility. But the put buyers were sort of like scared out yesterday. But it doesn't mean that we can't get some more negative gamma to the downside. So because we're in the middle of two ranges and the option space isn't perfectly clear, I'm not in any hurry to get in here. But I look for trends. I know Michael scalp, but I look for trends. So I'm never, if there's no trend there to follow, I'm not looking to be a hero.
Yep, I get you there. Well, I just took one small scalp, picked up a few points there, about $28 profit.
Dylan, are you doing prop firms or are you doing personal accounts or both?
I did my personal account last month. First time in a long time it was profitable. Actually made 10 grand in the month of October.
Well done, sir.
Nice.
Prop firms,
nice work.
I've gotten a few payouts, nothing too crazy. Actually working on 2 alpha futures accounts right now. That's just sitting right about $3,700, which I already qualified for a payout, but because of this consistency rule, I have to kind of make a little bit more money to actually qualify for that payout. Prior to the meetup, when we had the meetup, I believe it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I had 19 accounts across, I want to say 4 or 5 different prop firms, and
nice.
Because I was using a copy trader, didn't work the way it was supposed to, and actually blew out. I want to say 17 of those, and I still have 2 of those accounts left.
No.
Please tell me you've moved to TradersPost as a copy trader now.
I have not yet. What I'm doing right now is my bot that I built will basically, I think I mentioned this to you guys at the meetup. I took my strategy, put it into ChatGPT. Well, I use DeepSeek, and it kicked out the code, put it into TradingView, and I'm still testing it. So far, we're in the 3rd week And if I check it right now, I want to say the bot is actually up. Last week, it closed the week at 96 grand from a 50K account in a week and a half.
Nice.
But it's right now, it's actually down. It's actually at $72,000 now. Started at 50K, but it fluctuates and it trades minis, only minis. So no
Wow.
micros
Only
as of
minis.
yet.
Got it.
Mike, this is the brave new world I want people in. Man, I want people so badly to be using more of these AI systems in order to get your idea out, get it running, hook it up, and see what can actually happen. It's like we're at the beginning of it where I think in 5 years from now, 7 years from now, people are going to be like, I don't understand. How do you not have a couple of bots running? How do you not have a couple of systems? It's just so, I'm so excited about it. Plus, now there's more people to talk to about these sorts of things. Whereas before, people are like, Tom, shut up. You're so boring with your automated systems.
Not at all. I do think that more and more people are empowered by the tools we have available to us now to think more critically about how to set up a solid and robust system, how to work through the testing phase of that, and really just how to code it all out. That's not something that most people would have been able to do even 5 years ago. So AI has presented a whole new opportunity for those to leverage their creativity and intellect and really dive in. So I love it. Nice work there, Dylan.
Speaking of which, we're going to be doing a review of the LuxAlgo, the new LuxAlgo AI backtesting system on Thursday. That'll be fun.
So awesome. Such a cool new environment.
It's a nice little Thanksgiving stream we're going to be doing there. I'm so eager for it because, I don't know, it feels like it's unlike anything else that we've ever dealt with before. Like charting and technical analysis has been around actually for at least 1,000 years. It used to be used by merchants and farmers and all that in order to
rice prices. That was a big part of it.
Exactly, which gave you a huge edge back then. You know, if other people weren't doing it, it was almost like you could see the future. But what we saw with TradingView on all these charts is just democratizing that sort of thing. The idea of commoditizing code. I mean, we've never been in that type of a regime, so it's like a year and a half ago, everyone was talking about how, the AI systems will handle it all and we won't be trading manually at all anymore and there'll be no point for human beings. And now we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing that now it's going to be, like Peter calls it all the time, we have Iron Man suits where Jarvis is now, where we could do more than we did before. And we're not trying to be out of the system. We're trying to be part of the system, which is what gives you the edge, because your way of doing the AI systems will be different than Mike's way, different than mine, my way. So I am, oh my God, so excited for the next 5 years.
Well, I am crushing over here, up about 600 on this last trade.
Way to go. This is a trend trade?
This is a trend trade. I went in once we closed below VWAP there, and I'm looking to see if we're going to stop here at my S1 at 660. So I'm just looking to take profits in a moment here as soon as the selling pressure finishes.
Yeah, we're right at the support level that I was expecting, the 24/7. But
right there. All right, cool. Mopped up today.
Awesome.
So that was a good trade. Let's take a look at the incoming signal here. So that was a simple one. I basically just sold with a 60-point trailing stop across 12 different accounts. And looks like slippage was very small, about $1.75 across the board. And then on my exit, oops, what happened on that guy? Oh, cool. So I hit max profit on this account. This is why this trade was rejected. And I hit max profit on this account, which is why it was rejected. And it looks like I had positive slippage on the exit, made between 400 and 600 across most accounts.
Nice.
So Nick is saying here, no way, Tom, I want to know more about automation. I absolutely, I'd love to talk to you about it. There's the indicator we made for based on Mustang Traders Price Action Live, Midnight VWAP has been just really fantastic. And we're trying to automate this more, find the exact patterns, but the way that it can detect trends based on the slope, it sort of like marries Mike's linear regression with both session VWAP and overnight VWAP, and it's been really killer for determining trends. And when I don't want to get into an actual trade, like if I want to skip a day, I've been absolutely loving it. So if we could find some way of automating this stuff, Nick, I'd be happy to do so.
Yeah, we've for many of our guests, we've worked closely with them to develop strategies around their ideas. In fact, I think we need to do a follow-up here with Tyler G.
Tyler,
right?
Yeah, I finished the modifications. Let me I'll reach out.
Cool. Okay, so I'm expecting buyers to show up here at 660, and it looks like there could be a little bit of buying pressure here. I'm gonna take a beat. I don't. I did this yesterday where I was on a roll, and then all of a sudden I started over trading and had a really bad day. So,
the level here at 677 as well. I'm just waiting to see what happens at it if it's breaking it.
Yeah. Benjamin Blue asks, "Is that midnight VWAP public? Have you published that one?"
Yeah, it's inside the indicator library on TradersPost. Just register for even a free account, and you can go to the back end and grab it.
Yep. If you go to your TradersPost dashboard and click on account over here and hit indicators, all of Tom's custom indicators are listed out here. There's strategies, utilities, indicators, and the dynamic linear regression one is here, and the midnight VWAP one is right here. Tom, you did a nice job on this page.
Thank you. It's fun. Yeah, it was fun. Me and Claude Code really went far on that one.
What I really like is the link out to Blueprint, so you can subscribe to this this episode. We do every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That show has been insane. I think some of the stuff you've done around like downloading the transcripts of really cool strategies from other YouTube channels and turning those into strategies, just brilliant. Because I would spend hours just trying to interpret, wait, what did they say? What is the second rule? But AI does all that for you.
That's right. My favorite one so far has been the Xbox remote control trading.
Right.
I mean, I was doing that this weekend. It's just so fun because I'm a grown man. I can't be sitting around playing Xbox trading when there's trading to be done.
Right.
But the idea now to feel like it did when I was 14, holding the remote control, but then also sending signals off. Oh my God, it feels so good. I now have a reason to sit down with my Xbox controller on my desk without feeling like I don't know, a gaming loser like I used to be before, just sitting up behind my computer screen for hours doing nothing. All right, this is negative gamma. This, by the way, is what negative gamma looks like. The market makers are pushing the price lower because puts are coming into the market. We got to do a deep dive, Mike, on spot gamma on the option space just to show more of how the zero-dated options really, it's the dog that wags the tail here in the markets.
For sure. I see a little bit of a fight. I mean, like I mentioned, I expected there's going to be a little bit of support here at 660. It went a little bit past that, and I see some buying pressure now. But if they don't reclaim this zone here, then we could see a breakdown from this point.
We have 9 minutes until the close of the 15-minute candle. That's where we'll
and the 2 hour as well.
Right.
Which I think will signal whether this is support here or not.
Correct. So if you're gonna go long, like
not gonna go long, not gonna break my freaking rules, Tom.
All right. I have a little 8-button thing from Etsy to do the same thing. Benjamin Blue says, map the key commands to top sub X. Need to use that more. Yeah,
that's kind of cool. Yeah.
Peter and I were even talking, because I remember when we were talking to Michigan with John, he likes the idea of physical products.
Yeah.
And so Peter was looking at these switches that you can actually have, I don't even know what you call them, those metal switches, and you could get in and out of positions by click, 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 and then having that sort of dopamine feel.
I want one of those that starts with my emotional check, though. Am I trading from upper brain or lower brain? Like, right. I got to have upper or lower on there. And then I got to do spot checks on, like, am I trading with a good setup? What's the probability of my setup right here? And I got to dial that in. And the rest of the switches are going to be, programmed to not allow a trade to go through if I haven't done the spot check first.
That's right. Well,
Diaper sponsorship. This is coming from Aventura. I've been trying to get a diaper sponsorship to make it through these streams. I haven't scored one yet, so now I'm looking at a toilet sponsor for traders. So, for context, Aventura is constantly visiting the bathroom and missing opportunities to trade. We've been telling him to just get a diaper.
So I've been converting. This is an editor for video editor. So this is common things where you're scrubbing through timelines and whatever in order to edit videos. But there's software to convert these pads into different programs.
Yeah, like
so
macros,
this is where,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I would want to set, the scrub and dial to what my emotional state is.
There you go.
So I'm just constantly adjusting it. And then you have these shortcut keys in order to fire different things. I think that would be super cool.
So I've been thinking a lot lately about how we can actually send over contextual values to TradersPost as well. That, remember, we've been talking about the memory space that we want to build to where you can send over variables and then those can operate as rules or gates for other trades. Yeah. So in theory, you could send that as a JSON message to save the state of your emotional state. And then that can be used as a data point. But it can also be used as a rule for triggering your executions on our side as well.
Talk about how cool. I mean, that'd be so crazy.
I know. I want to build it.
You got to have your Fitbit watch. You got to have your Garmin watch on. It sends the signals over. And of course, how'd you become a better trader? Oh, what's your best indicator? My heart.
My heart. Hey, Angela Blue says, I think that kind of tech will be available to us within the next decade. Oh, my friend, we're going to do it in the next 6 months.
That's right. Less than that. Less than that.
So rejected right off 600.
This is what we do here. This will be some of our winter projects. Wireless emotional sensors. Yeah, we've been talking about this. You can actually do it by monitoring your live streams as well. There's actually a concept in, what do they call it? Photo something phenolography. Help me out here, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know the term.
I can never get it right. There's an algorithm that they can actually run where it interprets the frames and it can tell if your blood flow state is changing. So it can detect heart rate. I think it might even be able to subtly detect blood pressure and effectively adjust for your emotional state, especially if you've trained from several frames. And so in theory, if you start watching a live stream and then have AI interpret that live stream in real time, you could actually start to adjust your trading activity from your emotional state. But you have to go live every day, even if that's just streaming to yourself.
Right. Mike, you called the bounce there.
Yeah, S1. I told you, man.
You should have went long.
Yeah, not breaking my rules. If I go long here, well, the next test here is to see what happens against Weekly View app, which is coming up here at 797. So I want to see where we close here in the next few minutes. I may go long on the other side, though.
See, that's the part I find to be so hard. Like, for me, at this point, I go, it's too late for me to go long, and I would not take the trade.
We've seen it happen before, though. There's been several sessions where it's looked like it's going to post below VWAP, and then it turns around and closes above and spends the rest of the day trending upward. That seems highly likely, especially with how this trend has been going. We've got some room to retest this the next high here at 297 as well, or 315.
What's Bitcoin doing?
I'm waiting to see what happens at London's low.
Yeah.
What's the dollar doing?
Have you taken any trades, Dylan?
I have. I took a short. I took a short. Where was this? 687.
Got it.
And I had a real tight stop. I got stopped up, lost like $200 on that. I waited because I wanted to take the long at 677. But it broke right past that level, and I didn't take it.
All right.
That's okay. You got to wait for the setup that works.
That's right.
Yep. But I could see this thing coming possibly all the way down to previous day's low. If we get rejection of unload, I'd just falling all the way down to previous day's low, closing that
24,300-ish. Yeah.
24,356 is previous. 363.
Yep. I have 362.50.
Something like that. Yeah. 361.50. I trade regular NQ, not a MNQ. So
All right.
it
Got it.
fluctuates a
Right,
little
right.
bit.
So there's going to be some variance between MNQ and
Yeah.
NQ.
If
Give or
if
take 50 cents. We're talking the same language here.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, what's a nickel? You don't have
Right.
the nickel in there,
What's
you
a
know.
nickel?
But
All
yeah,
right. There's the. Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No. I was gonna say, for me to get into another trade, it's depending on what it does. London's low. If it breaks above it, then I'm definitely going long.
Yeah.
Targets would be Asia high, London high. Nothing beyond that. But if we reject and we come down, I'll get all the way down.
Love it. Well, we just opened a candle above VWAP here. I have an indicator that tries to keep me on track with focusing on where price is relative to the session VWAP. We got a green bar that just started triggering, but we're up against the weekly VWAP. So I want to see where this closes. If we close above VWAP in the next minute 42, which is also coinciding with the 15-minute candle closing in the next minute 42 and the 2-hour closing in the next minute 30, that will create a confluence of whether this is a bullish reversal here. And I'm okay scalping long from here and sticking with my rules.
What's weird is my bot just gave me a signal.
Yeah, what'd your bot say?
Too short on NQ.
Interesting. Okay.
That is interesting.
Conflicting signals here. What are you seeing, Tom? Would you go long here?
No, it's complete indecision. No trade. Not at all.
I'm going to wait the 50 seconds here. Let's see where this plays out.
I would have gone long at 24,640 when I was, at the bottom of that wick. That to me is a perfect area to go long in. But I love catching fallen knives.
I'm curious about Tyler's indicator here. That looked like a pretty good setup. Was that the 3 FVG setup on his indicator?
I'll check it out.
Strong reversal.
So I just opted in a quick scalp just because made back my losses.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think my next trade will be real small. I'm not going to go big here. Just a quick scalp long. And we'll see how that goes. Nice. A little bit of a pullback here right off of VWAP. And let's see, 20 and 40.
It's not technically the Tyler pattern because the fair value gaps weren't consecutive.
Got it. Okay.
But it does resemble.
It does resemble
greatly.
it. Yeah, it looked like the same kind of pattern. All right, a little bit of a pullback right back to session VWAP above the AEMA. I think I'm going to go long here.
On the 15-minute candle?
Yes, sir.
Yikes.
Quick scalp, though. All I need is a little bit of a push up. 20 points.
The only time I take a trade on the 15-minute candle if it's in the direction of the 15-minute VWAP, in which case now it's 24,707. Because that first minute is sus.
It is.
Sus.
Yeah, it looks like it may be rejecting here.
Yeah, I actually followed my bot and I took short. I'm in short from 77. I'm probably going to take profits right on that retest and then see what happens because we could reject VWAP and go right back up.
Agreed. This looks like it's pushing pretty hard. So I got stopped out on that trade. That's my one loss for the day.
Actually,
Aventura says he's been cheating on you guys watching other streams at night when everyone has gone to bed. I've been feeling really guilty about it.
I might have to have a talk with his wife.
I'll start streaming at night. I love Aventura's X account. I just find it so funny with all the darkness that's on social media. It's all so fun. And then he surfaces these people who make these winning trades like $96,000 or whatever payout. And you're like, whoa, where is he finding this? This is great.
Perfect.
How's that short doing?
I extended my TP P all the way down to 600s. Maybe we go
Beautiful.
back down, create a double bottom. Stop loss is at break even, so we trade at this point. I'm just gonna write it down. This is an account that I just purchased this morning. This is the My Funded Futures Pro plan.
Got it.
Yeah, I figured I'll just do this one on the stream. See what happens.
Awesome, man. Way to go.
Yeah.
Try to get
stop
past.
is moving. Yep. And this is 1 day pass. You make $4,000 and you get funded. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of those out there now that are 1 day passes. So put a little size on it, get across the mark as quick as you can.
Actually, I would have probably just passed it. I went with 2 minis. I actually did one, and I'm up 18, just a little bit over $1,800, $1,900 now.
Way to go. Here's where I would normally close my short.
Yeah,
we haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
Now we're going to come back and test the support one. All right. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, this is normally where I would go long.
A little choppy here. There we go. Okay, so that second scalp below VWAP, I just took that guy.
Did it undo the loss?
Almost. Down
Nice.
134, up 93, so took care of it a little bit.
there we go.
Still up 400 to 600 across the accounts. I like this bearish candle here, though, for getting back into a short again. But now it's a question of whether S1 is going to get invalidated. If S1 gets invalidated here and we push below 610, look out below. It's going to be a big move down from here.
Yeah, too bad I can't share my screen with you guys.
Oh, you can share if you like.
Oh, I can?
Yeah.
I thought you
This
meant like you
is,
don't want to share it. Yeah, if you want to share your
I don't
screen,
mind.
feel free. You should be able to add it to the screen here, or the session.
Window. There we go. TradingView. Share. Says unable to share. I don't know what that means. Update permissions. There we go. Okay. Unlock this.
Sorry to hear that. Aventura blew up his Prop Firm account, waiting to see if there's any Black Friday deals. I just went into my inbox and just searched for the word Black Friday and looked through every prop firm. Take Profit Trader has a couple of good deals right now with no fees for activation on evals. I think the coupon code is no fee 100. I believe Apex has a running promotion right now with the coupon Save Now. And of course, they always have a promotion going. So you got to load up on your Apex accounts. And then I think Blue Sky, of course, has their Black Friday deal going on. And they just added TradeAvate back. So it's been nice to be able to get all the Blue Sky accounts back on.
Awesome.
I gotta click Google Chrome. There we go.
Interesting. Another quick bounce here from S1.
Yep. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
This is where we're going long.
My stop is sitting literally right above VWAP.
Got it. Right above session VWAP.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem, Aventura. Ooh, look at that. Is that a rejection off of session?
Yeah, it could be. And it's the weekly VWAP too. But this whole area here we're in right now is like...
This is choppy now.
Yeah, it's choppy.
Yeah, and ATR actually came up. We've got a 51-point ATR on the 2-minute chart.
I don't know how I would ever trade without my unmitigated levels. Oh, crap. I'm like, oh, this sounds like an ad. No, I'm just looking at my chart and I go, I don't know. I'm never really wondering where the prices are bouncing or why they're bouncing there because I just see all the levels. But then someone else looks at my chart and you go, this is like the Matrix. Why do you have a million things on your chart here? Well, that's what the price does.
All right, this might be my last trade here.
You're shorting in chop?
Shorting and chop. So that's why it's the scalp trade.
Right.
It was a confirmed candle below VWAP,
Right.
but it looks like it's gonna turn against me here.
Made $900 on that one. Not bad.
Nice, good work.
Way to go. All right. Well, we're going to be wrapping this up soon. As we do, I just want to thank you so much, Dylan, for joining us. It was
Absolutely.
great having you in New York. I hope you liked the meetup. It was fun to have you there.
It was short and sweet.
Yeah, and I would love for to have you back on for more price action lives in the future. I know you're busy, but we'll always be happy to take you on. Is there anything that you wanted to promote? Anything that you wanted to mention? Anywhere people can find you?
I'm just on Discord. I stream sometimes Monday to Friday. As you know, I'm a truck driver, so it's kind of juggling trading and driving the truck at the same time. It's kind of, hectic, but I make it work.
So what if I could tie your steering wheel to your trading account, and if you turn left, take along?
Oh my Lord!
Always be trading, man. Always be trading.
He makes more right turns than left turns, I would imagine. So we gotta have the buys on the right side.
Yep.
All right, guys. Mike, we'll leave that there.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for more trading. We won't be here on Thanksgiving for Price Action Live or on Friday, but we will be doing a blueprint on Thursday. So happy to see you guys there. Click on the notify for the videos that are scheduled out so you don't forget. Thank you so much, everyone in the chat, for being here. Aventura, Mustang Trader, Benjamin Blue, always love seeing you there. And of course, John popped into the chat. Thank you so much for coming.
Nice.
We wish you guys, as always, happy trading. And before we forget, we're running our Black Friday sale right now. You can get up to 40% off of your TradersPost account. That's right, our biggest sale of the year. Don't sleep on it. You have a couple of days left in order to do it. Check your inbox for the code. It's BF40 2025.
Now, this applies to your upgrades. You can upgrade your plan or change to annual if you're not if you're currently an existing customer. So just beware that you can add this code even if you have an account with us.
Awesome. All right, guys. Happy trading.
Cheers, everybody.
All right.
Thanks, Dylan. Cheers, man.